So brain go brr.
It it sounds kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? It's
Oh,
classic internet gibberish. You see a meme, character staring off, and the caption is just brain go brr.
and you just scroll right past.
You do. But we've got this really interesting piece of cultural analysis in the stack today that argues we should stop scrolling. It actually dissects that exact phrase through a lens of, well, emotional health.
It's a fascinating pivot, really. We usually dismiss this whole ooh kawaii aesthetic as, just fluff
Mm,
or irony.
right.
But our mission today is to dive into this source material that argues it's something much deeper, that this meme is actually describing a radical tool for managing modern burnout.
Okay, so let's get into the core argument here. The text is claiming that this burr, isn't a glitch. It's not your brain turning off,
Not at all. It says it's the sound of a soft, curious mind processing a full life.
which is a massive reframe. I mean, usually when we feel that cognitive buzz or that fuzziness, our first thought is, I'm failing. Exactly. We label it as stress or confusion or I'm losing it.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. The source calls it buffering with personality. That sounds nice, but isn't that just a fancy way of saying you're zoning out?
Right.
How is that actually processing?
Well, it's not zoning out in the sense of being empty. The source draws a parallel to like a computer processor.
Okay.
When your CPU hits 100% because you're rendering a huge video file, the whole machine slows down, right? It might even freeze. But it's not broken. It's actually working harder than ever.
Ah.
The burr is the brain doing the same thing. It's actively refusing new input until the current batch is sorted out.
So it's an intake issue. The text mentions thoughts arriving in bundles.
Right, and feelings stacking up. It's just high stimulation. The text uses this great metaphor, too many sparkles at once.
I like that.
Yeah. It's memories, ideas, sensory inputs, emotions, all waving at you at the same time. In our usual worldview, we call that panic. But this text suggests if you just let it hum, if you let it brr,
Yeah.
it's actually a sign of high sensitivity and creativity coming online.
It's the brain saying, I am very alive, please hold.
Exactly.
But here's where I think, a lot of listeners might hit a wall. To manage the state, the source suggests using very specific language.
The soft language.
And we're not talking about clinical terms. We're talking about words like ooh, nya, ya, he, and of course, burr. To a lot of people, let's be honest, this looks like regression. It looks like adults acting like toddlers to escape responsibility. Does the source actually defend this as a real strategy?
It defends it as a functional necessity, not just an aesthetic choice. I mean, think about the language we use all day for work. It's professional, precise, sharp-edged.
Deadlines, deliverables, KPIs.
Exactly. That language is designed for efficiency. But the source argues that when you're in that state of high cognitive load, efficiency is the enemy.
So, the baby talk is a brake pedal.
It's a regulation cue. Using a word like ooh or just saying brrr out loud prioritizes sound over meaning, tone over precision. It purposefully softens the edges of what feels like a very hard reality.
It turns pressure into play.
It makes the overwhelming feeling holdable because you aren't trying to fight it with sharp adult logic. You're just wrapping it in something soft.
That brings us to the central metaphor that I found pretty striking. It's the shift in how we view our own minds. I feel like most of us treat our brains like employees or maybe factory machines.
The machine is the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
If a machine makes a grinding noise, what do? You fix it, you force it, you kick it.
Right.
We're conditioned to see cognitive overwhelm as a mechanical failure that needs an instant solution so production can get back online.
And if you can't fix it, you punish it. You spiral into self-criticism. Why can't I focus? What's wrong with me?
Precisely. And this philosophy offers a totally different model. Treating your mind like a friend. Or, as the source so affectionately puts it, a baby brain.
When a friend is overwhelmed, you don't scream, get back to work.
No. You bring them a blanket, you lower the lights, you offer them some tea.
The line that really stood out to me in the text was the internal mantra for this state. It's just, okay, baby brain, we'll slow down together.
It's so disarming, isn't it? We'll slow down together. It completely shifts the narrative from me versus my malfunctioning brain to me and my brain weathering this together.
It also suggests a life story that's less linear. The text calls it a patchwork life.
Yes. Instead of a timeline of constant achievements, this philosophy validates a life remembered by, cozy days, safe people, gentle joy. It honors those quiet moments. And the crucial point is that when the hum fades, and it always does, clarity just returns.
naturally,
not because you forced it.
but because you allowed the cycle to complete. The burr isn't the problem to be solved.
It's the protection mechanism.
It's the mind demanding rest so it can sparkle again later. If you fight the hum, you just burn out. If you listen to it, you maintain your vitality. It really challenges that modern urge to always be on. So, here's the question we want to leave you with today. We live in a world that prizes instant clarity and constant output. But if burr is actually the sound of a mind that's fully alive and processing a rich life, is it possible our obsession with forcing that clarity is actually making us less vital?
It's a paradox worth considering. Maybe the smartest thing you could do for your mind is to just stop making sense for a few minutes.
Maybe we all need a little less precision and a few more soft noises. Thanks for diving in with us.
Take care.